Hello, hello, hello. Ebola, Justin Ant Keeper, Jack of all trade, East Ants. Noah, what is happening? How are you guys doing? Hello, custard chips. Let me know how you guys are doing. Bedford, I give my Leafcutters their own shelf today and I want to order some longer piping. I think the ants will like it. Always good. I mean, in the wild, they are also roaming, so yeah, they would probably like some extra space to wander. Okay, need to get some stuff out of the way. I'm good, thank you. Let's see how Rita is doing. It's water the nest. You guys might remember she had quite a big die-off. And we gave her a new clean nest, which they really enjoy. And Vibe, what's up? And I'm just looking around, and yes, we have a brood over there. Hello, Lee, what's up? Don't forget to like and subscribe, people. Let's see if we can get to the 3,000 members before the end of this year. No, it's Camponotus irritans. And she is nicknamed Rita. Rita and the Irritators. Where the queen is over there. Preparing some food for them. Hope the sound is good. Had some microphone issues before. Did you disconnect the small leafcutter pot? No, I did a lot of maintenance this week, but I did not disconnect that pot yet. So that's still connected, but they are kind of using it as a trash pile now. I'll show you in a bit. Hey, so does my lashes Niger need to be fed up until they're fed before hibernating? Most of them will eat less when they are ready for hibernating. So normally I just keep on feeding them. I even I give them some food before putting them in a hibernation. So actually some food will go with them into the refrigerator. Smiley tray. Do Nikos need to hibernate? That's actually a big discussion. It kind of depends on where your Nikos come from. Because some come from some Asian countries do actually have winters. So it really depends where your Nico colony originates from. But mostly is said that for Nikos it's not necessary. But with some Nico colonies, you will see that they make less brood, start to eat less, and it might be a sign of them saying, I need hibernation. But how will they live through the winter if they don't have much food? Because they go in, that's the thing, they go into hibernation. Their body, but also their metabolism, will slow down. So they use less energy, so they need less energy. What I normally do is every few weeks I check, and I do give them something to eat. If they want it, they take it. If they don't want it, they'll leave it. But it's not necessary. But also the length of it depends on the species. So Google it and then find out. Their body temp slows down and they don't use much energy then. No, exactly that. Yeah. Also their metabolism, so they don't need to eat as much. Yeah, molasses are hibernating and all huddled up and still. Yeah, they cling together. That keeps them kind of insulated. Ants are cold-blooded creatures, which means that they cannot make their own body heat. So they need it from a secondary source. And if the secondary source is not there, so there's no sun because it's winter, then they go into hibernation. Okay. I already fed the Leafcutters this afternoon, but of course you guys also want to see running around with something. So I'm gonna throw some rose petals in the outworld real quick, so that in a few minutes the pipes are busy with rose petals again. There we go. Let's see. The correct term is ectotherm. Yeah, that's true. Welcome, Martin. A lot of ants can also store a lot of food in their abdomen for winter. Yeah, that's true. And let's say Messor barbarus, they store their seeds. My daughter's largest niger is hibernating. Yeah. Do you have Messor barbarus? Yes, I have two. One is hibernating, one is not hibernating. So we'll feed that in a little bit. How many grams of rose petals do you need for your colony? Rose petals alone is not enough. Rose petals alone is actually dangerous because the rose petals that I use are dried, and they need high humidity for the fungus. So I need to give them fresh leaves every day, and then I give some extra rose petals. And for that, I look at the humidity inside the fungus pod. So when there's condensation, I know that the humidity is high enough. Somebody was paying attention and not daydreaming like the rest of us. On what, Eli? Okay, a couple of mine are almost ready to come out of hibernation. Yeah, it depends when you start your hibernation. But now with vivariums and heat cables, yeah, you can decide when winter is for them. So, yeah. Do you not need to hydrate the nest if you give them leaves? Smaller colonies, yes. Bigger colonies regulate the humidity themselves. So they actually take the humidity from the leaves. And that's how they control it. So they pick wet leaves and dry leaves to get the right humidity for the colony. Well, you guys and girls know the drill. If you want to see something, let me know. Else I am just going to grab them in random order. And you guys were talking about the Nikos, and they are close by. I'll give them the Nikos. Ants and stuff. Can't you soak the rose petals in water first? Yes. But you can also give them additional water. So in one of the outworlds, there is a liquid feeder. So if they need some extra humidity, they can just get it from that liquid feeder. But it really, you need a bigger colony to do that. So at the beginning, rose petals are not the best thing to do. So, Camponotus nikobarensis, they were in a test tube. But the test tube was running dry. I can show you. Let's move them out a little bit. So they were in this test tube, as you can see, dry. And as you can see, not connected anymore. It is our 5-queen colony, and then I was debating, should I go for a small nest or a medium? So I decided, okay, I am going to go for a medium. Are dried mealworms any good for feeding ants? Most dried mealworms, again, no humidity and also loss of protein. So I thought that a small nest would be too small too soon. So I gave them a medium nest. So this is the 5-queen colony. And then you wonder, are they all there? Well, they are kind of huddled up, so it's quite hard to say, but yes. Can we count all the queens? Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's no 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other one over there, 5. So still 5 queens. I was worried a bit that one queen was kicked out of the colony, but because she was the only one in one of the test tubes of the double drinker. But as you can see, they are joined back together. Why white tongue versus gypsum? Yeah, it's always the question. And I used a lot of gypsum lately, and I was like, okay, I need to try my own white tongue again. So this was one with a small error on the side that you cannot see. Not the inside, but the outside. So I wasn't sure if I was able to ship it. So, yeah. Hey, Sadie! Guys, after the live stream, Ants England has a new video out. 5 new species. Sadie, I need to show those teddy bears to my daughters. And then I probably going to need to buy them. Have you decided on a honeypot species yet? Yes and no. Work in progress. Let's say it like that, Noah. So it's also a bit what's available, or yeah. I'll have to watch your new video, saw it on my home screen when I entered the live. Yeah. So I'll stop talking then, Redford. Let's just say that there's 2 species that I probably want to have. One I forgot about, and the other one I just saw now. So, yeah, epic. Yeah, this is a 5-queen Camponotus nikobarensis. We got this colony from the Ant Merchant. Don't forget, if you use code CraftingAnt, you get a 5% discount. If you use TCA free, you get a free set of soft tweezers. The one... How are the Tetramorium? Who... I'm afraid that I have a lot of sad news today. Today I disconnected 2 of the nests of the Tetramorium. So yeah, they are not doing great. Yeah, you're right, Redford. Those are the teddy bears. Bro, Wakushi is making a honeypot nest. Are you still thinking about that? Yeah, it's. I want it to be my winter program, my winter activity, but I've been very busy. I hadn't had the time yet. By the way, guys, Friday, next Friday, the release of the new medium and large outworlds, and the old outworlds will be for sale. So be sure to check it out on Friday. I'll do an announcement on everywhere. I do not have Camponotus sanctus. No. What is the difference between the old and the new outworlds? It's very simple. I did some. Let me grab one. So the mediums. The medium outworlds and the large outworld now have 2 exits. Next to that, the medium now also has a handle by popular demand. I already did that, but this is now all rounded, so it's easier to clean. Also, the connectors themselves. A few of the older models already had that, but now it is completely finished like that. Can you show the other colonies? Yes, all the colonies that are not in hibernation will be shown in this live stream. Is that also going to happen with the leafcutter setups? Leafcutter outworlds, what do you mean? Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for asking. So, yeah, this one and then the large. I can grab a large, but it's... So, same for the large. Yes, it's in gray, so I'm giving something away because I'm not selling gray. It is white, green, or black. But you might know where I used the gray for. On the leafcutter setups, what am I going to use on the leafcutter setups? I dare you to giant red bull ants in 2026. Is a 500 plus ants in 1 to 5 months a lot for last year's Niger? It's a nice growth. 2 connection ports. No. It's gonna stay 1 connection port, and then you can put the T-piece in front of it. Why is that? I get the question more often. It's because of the airflow inside the nest. If you get more exits, you can get more airflow, which you want or don't want. And you have the lid, and then you have the exit. The ants can actually control the airflow, but if you have too many exits, you can get too many airflow. So, do you have cataclysmics? No, I do not. Okay, I saw a question about the Messors. Let me get the Messors. So, this is our small Messor barbarus colony, and they are in a prototype nest called the Stacker. Kira, bear up after the Messor? Sure. So this is a new design in nest. And the idea was that it's easy to stack. That's why it's called the Stacker. So you can get more levels, if you will. And then you can actually take pieces out and put a new test tube on it. And then you can unbolt the 4 bolts, put another floor on it, and on. You can decide yourself, but everywhere where the glass is, you are also able to put a connector. But then again, it is still a test version, and I am not happy with it. So I need to change some things before it goes into production. But this colony is doing good. We have a lot of new workers because there was a ton of brood, and most of the brood is now gone. There's still some there. So this tube is getting ugly, but you know, Messors, they don't care. So there's a new tube behind it, and then there's a tube upstairs with seats for them, which they are also running around in here. Do you have Harpegnathos venator? Yes. Harpegnathos venator is one of the species that I always say, if the colony dies tomorrow, I'll order a new one the same day. Harpegnathos venator is one of my, it's one of my favorites. Okay, diversa. Where are you? I think you mean where are you from? I am from the Netherlands. So, our diversa might be a sign that they are ready for a diapause if the brood is getting low. Yeah, I might need to put them in there. I'm watching this at the gym right now, and I can't miss these live streams. Well, thanks for joining. Who, the swarm? Yes, it's the swarm, guys. Some of you might know that the numbers were dropping a little bit. Well, I got news. Oh, yeah. That's almost empty. The drinker. Yeah, there's still water in there. So that's what I'm going to do at another time. But they are making a mess. And they are still digging there, which is fine. I'm happy to say that the amount of eggs is growing again. And yes, I have been power feeding them. I've been power feeding them a lot. It was 6 to 8 red runners every day. I have to say that at the moment I don't have really big red runners, and I was thinking of giving them a dubia now. So should we see if we can get some kind of trill going? Multiple queen? No, it's a single queen. But I haven't seen her in a while. And it's also just hard to see because there are so many mages in there. And then we also still have the medium nest, also with eggs in the background there. So I'm happy to see that it's going back again. Which feeder insects do you have, and are they expensive? I have red runners and dubias. Are they expensive? No. You can even breed them yourself. As you can see, there is still quite a few dead ones in there. I cleaned it last week, but I'm going to have to clean it again. But as you can see, they are just everywhere, always. So cleaning is not easy with these ants. Okay, I'm gonna grab a dubia, and then let's see if we can get some action. First up, the head. Cutting down the spine. Did you ever use... The plant is upside down. Yeah, I know. It's work in progress, Sadie. Did you ever use crickets? Yes, but in the Netherlands there was a problem with cricket disease. And for a time I just didn't trust it. So I didn't use the crickets for some time. So I'm going to put one over there, and let's see them running out. So the entrance is over there with something in front of it. What is that? Oh, that is actually the carcass of a dubia. Let's see if we can get the mages out. Hey, you know how to dance. Okay, I'm gonna make Sadie happy. It's not going in the plaque where in the place where it belongs, in the plaque. That was half Dutch. Let's see if we can put it upright for a little bit. Is that better, Sadie? Yeah, it's a 26 mil feeders. And no, they are not on the shop yet. Better. Let's see if we can get a shot from above. That's always the best if I can get that going. As you can see, I did manage to get a new layer of talcum powder down. So I am safe to take the lid off again. Yeah, but those are not the super mages yet. The super mages are twice the size of the ones that are outside now. But most of the super mages don't come outside of the nest. They just stay inside of the nest. But the activity is growing. What do you think? Do we need an extra red runner? I can show you one in the nest in a bit, United. They are really getting out of the nest right now. So it is confirmed, thanks to our friend Ebola, this colony is now called the Swarm. Get them some protein, boy. I almost can't see the... They are pretty... They're swarming the dubia. I'm not... What's happening with my English today? Okay, let's get some extra red runners in there. I had the wrong lid on my red runner bin, one without holes. The humidity went through the roof, so everything's sticky. So with the red runners, I just grab them and crush their heads, and then throw them in. Hello, ant farmer. Hello, not Australian ants. What's up, Australian ants? If it's Carabara, you never ask. They always want more. That's true. After this, the Lundy. Yeah, we can do the Lundy. The Lundy is the fastest growing colony at the moment. They are going full bananas. Any thought on adding a pipe for the trailing effect, or are you still leaning on an extra outworld? The thing about the pipe is that the setup will become so big that I'm not able to get it out of the cabinet anymore. So it's probably going to be a second outworld. Well, we might do a double. I have some extra ideas, but I know I'm saying that I have ideas again and then nothing happens, but I just love the Swarm. Which camera do you use? This is my my phone. This is OnePlus North Pro 2. Another Viv. Yeah, I need a bigger Viv. Yeah, somebody wanted to see the super mages. Before I put them away, I'll get the super mages in view. So these ants are really known for making trails, and with the current setup, it is too crowded to see the trails. So I'm thinking of doing something about that. Okay, let's see. Now the main nest is a lot less occupied, and now you can actually see the super mages way better, and you can also see the amount of brood now, that there's actually chambers full. So let's see. Well, you have one super mage there, but that's not even a big one. Here, check that one out. So this one is around 15 millimeters, I would say. Yo, and guy. And they are everywhere. Well, some ants you can breed, but it's hard in captivity. So there's another big one. It's not a big one crawling here in the bottom. Oh, there's a couple of big ones here in the back of the medium. So you can see the small workers, and then oh, there's another chunker. There's 3 big ones over there. There. Oh, another one there. How much do you make off YouTube? Not a lot. What happened to that 3K? Nothing. 5K is when we're doing something special again. And Guy, what do I make off YouTube? I think over the whole year, including donations, it's around 200 euros. But every minute of YouTube video time is 1 hour. So, yeah, no, I'm not making money on these videos. I'm losing money on it, but that's fine. Do you make much money with your company? I'm not doing bad. Is it a full-time job? No. Would I like it to be? Someday. Okay. Let's go to the Lundys. Do you know turkey ants? No, I don't, Lorvie. Okay, we're going to the other side of the room. So, dried rose petals. As you can see, they're in the lift. Check out those numbers. See how many that are in the outworld. Also in here, there's they're always in the corner trying to get out. Really minimal airflow, and they're like, oh, we need to check that out. Which is fine. They're not escaping. Can we see the clavata of the Lundy? Sure. So, they go up here. As you can see, they have already cut off the rope, which is fine. They don't use it. They climb the piping. And then we are going all the way over here. And then this outworld, they are using as a trash pot. And as you can see, it's getting nicely filled. So I need to clean that up one of these days. But it's not full, so it's fine. Then we continue. You can see more ants. And more ants. And then we go over here. Then this is actually their drinking station that they are also putting some trash in, which is fine. So that's actually a liquid feeder that they can use to grab some extra humidity if they need to. And we continue here. And still remember, how many ants are you seeing along the way? Every 10 centimeters, that's about 10 ants. Then we have the old trash pot that they are not using, that I still have to disconnect. Then we have the old fungus pot, which is empty, that I have to disconnect. But guys, look at the fungus. Remember last week? It was half full. It is going bananas. It's so cool to see. So, yeah, the gardeners are doing great. Okay, let me put you guys back. I need to make some space so the diversa is going back. I'm gonna put you to the Lundys real quick. And then you wanted to see the clavata. Let's grab the clavata. Let's see if it still is 9 eggs or more or less. Let's see what's up with her. Are you guys ready? I'm always a bit scared to open up this window. I mean, there's a €300 ant under there. For one ant. So, yeah. Okay. Let's go. Oh, she's alive. And we still have eggs. Drum roll, please. Wow. I think we got more eggs, but yeah, it's by far the biggest ant that we have at the moment. So, Paraponera clavata. You got 10 eggs. I count 7 on the top. Damn. The water is moving through the nest. Did you hear her? Did you see her eat anything? I haven't seen it happen, but it happens because the food is moved around, and also the carcasses are put in a corner. So yeah, she does eat, but yes, Paraponera clavata. I'm going to make another tray for her, but she's getting a big one. She deserves it. So this clavata was actually made possible by you guys because it is fully paid by donations each time. So thank you all for that, for watching, subscribing. It really helps. And as you guys know, all the earnings from YouTube and from the donations go back into ants. And all the setups are sponsored by my company. So I don't take any of the YouTube earnings for myself. Everything is going back into ants. And that is how we bought the Lundy. That is how we bought the clavata. Have you seen Ant Oliver quitting the... I know Ant Oliver personally. So we talk once in a while. And I already knew for a longer time that he had quit the hobby. When will USA shipping be available? It's still unclear on taxes and stuff, and as long as that's unclear, I am not able to ship. I really need to get springtails into this setup though. How did you become so successful? I grow so slow. Make a lot of friends. Be steady with content, which I am not at the moment. Have some cool species. And well, I just I also just was lucky, I guess. I stepped in at the right time. At the moment, it's harder for ant keepers to start a channel. So, you wanted to see the cigar factory. So I am putting you back to the Leafcutters. And I'm putting our queen back in her nice and warm spot. Do you kill the bread rat? Yeah, I pre-killed them. Yeah. So, the cigar factory. The Texas bullet ants, or Neopanera filosa. By the way, guys, I am now also active on TikTok. If you have a TikTok, check out the link in the description or on the Discord, or just find the crafting ant. She can hunt, but it's a dangerous thing, Ebola. She will run out now when it's still moving around. So, as you can see, we have a ton of cigars. And there is still a ton of eggs. More eggs. So yeah, this is going really rapid, which is cool because I would love to give them the new Excel nest. And I know it's not released. I'm still doing some testing. And these ones could really help with the testing. Do you think Ants Canada and Light Ants Camera are unethical? I don't like the ant wars, no. Ants Canada is now Ecosystem Philippines. He's not in Canada. It's not about ants anymore. Also, Lights Camera Ants is... I would love to see some long form again. So, yeah. Talking about unethical, some people think it is unethical, but these ants hunt. So they hunt live prey. So I am going to give them a live red runner, and they are going to hunt it down and kill it or incapacitate it. So if you don't like that kind of content, now is the time to leave. But don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. So I'm dropping in a red runner right now, and let's see if we can capture it getting caught. Ed's ant has not quit, he's just not active at the moment. Ants Canada was never in Canada. Yes, he was, but he moved to the Philippines. Gonna grab in an extra red runner. Oh no, one got away. Just in time. So 3 red runners in there. So we have one over here that is already done for. That one is already done for. And the other one is inside the skull at the moment. Go hunt, boys. Well, girls. Will you ever sell queen ants? Nope. I like designing nests and testing nests. That's why, but I won't be selling ants. No. There we go. As you can see, these are also in need of a cleaning. There's quite a few carcasses behind the skull there. Oh, some stinging going on there. Yeah, that one's not gonna make it. Because of copyrights and stuff, I cannot put this skull in the shop because I do not own the rights. I can print it for my own use, but I can never sell this. Am I thinking of making my own outworld attributes? Yes. Again, time. There are some things in between that. It's fine to talk about other channels. If you're gonna try and sell other ant nests or something like that in this channel, that's frowned upon. But talk about other ant creators, sure, go for it. I mean, Sadie works for or Ant England works for Ant Antics. Yes, most of her stuff is from Ant Antics. I still advertise her channel. Go watch her stuff. Why? Because it's what we do as a community. It's fine. There's a difference in sharing each other's channel and spamming advertisement. That red runner is giving up a nice fight. So, what species do you want to see after these ones? Which one do we still have? I have a few ideas, but I haven't had the time. Hey, Edcrest. Well, Sadie, I remember talking to you on, what was it? Was it in the Wakushi server? I don't even know. But everyone is open and friendly. Of course, we kind of are competition from each other, but it's a big community, and yeah, I think it's nothing more than normal to be nice to each other. What and when was your first species? My first species was last year's Niger, and that was in January of 2024. So I am almost 2 years into the hobby now. And next Friday is officially 1 year of my shop. No, we are not doing a celebration, but there will be a huge discount on the outworlds. Great. Yeah, that's how we should put it. We work in different companies, but we are all team ants. Exactly. I mean, I went to Berlin with Wakushi. That was epic. I had such a fun there with Sid. At that moment, I already knew that I was going to start a shop, and I already told Sid about it, and he was still nothing changed, and that went both ways. So yeah, I think that's something cool about the ant community. There's support for everyone. And then again, there's also room for everyone. If you make good stuff, then there should be room. Just make sure that it's good stuff for ants. Yesterday, I also moved the fetching koi. Should we check her out? Because she had one worker when I got her. That worker died. But there is good news. Just gonna leave the cigars in the background. So, again, another white queen tube room, empty, within 50 minutes. Yes, this drinker is the jaw drinker. It's specially made for ants that have bigger jaws that are not able to drink from normal drinkers or have trouble drinking from cotton in a tube. So it has bigger openings, and there's like a small pool in the bottom where they can just stick their head in and drink water, or even take a droplet in between their jaws and take it into the nest. So this is the jaw drinker. Yes. Being an ant worker is actually a damn fine life. You wake up, eat, eat, look for food, eat, sleep for 2 minutes, and then eat again. And that's the whole day. Yeah, well, you're one of the army. So, the fetching koi. And as you can see, she moved in right away. But look at that. We actually have a nice pile of brood. So I'm really, really happy about that. Because they are, I heard from somebody that they are actually pretty hard to find again after their first workers die. But seems to be going fine. Looks like a hornet. Yeah, I really love the yellow. Okay, let's get her some food on a plate. As you can see, her gaster is nice and big. So she's eating well. I have to say I zoomed in quite a lot. So she actually is not that big. She's like, what should we say? 11, 12 millimeters. So she's not the biggest Camponotus queen, but... Which material your favorite for nest? Gypsum, white tongue, acrylic? I don't use acrylic at all. What I use is wood, white tongue, gypsum, and mesh. To be honest, I am not a big fan of mesh for 99% of the species. I'm a big gypsum fan, to be honest. Holds humidity quite long. It's nice and smooth. Easier to clean. looks aesthetically pleasing. Nice side for me. It's not that hard to make in smaller nests. Bigger nests is a challenge. Wooden nests do look really, really good, but it's only suitable for a small amount of species that actually can control the humidity. That because I am not selling rotten wood, I sell dried wood. It's a big difference where a lot of people think like, oh, you can put this species in there and this species in there. No, they are used to living in rotting wood, not in dry wood. So watch out with that. Butter yellow in color. Yeah, they were. I had one then, but I added a mesh nest to my Messor barbarus. They seem to like it over the gypsum. Yeah, the nice thing for Messor with the mesh nest is that the humidity, you can make different zones with it. So you can have a dry zone for the seeds and a wet zone for the brood. So that's easy for the Messors. But then again, Messors are just something else, I think, with the whole seed stuff, the whole seed storing stuff. Okay, I'm going to put you guys back with these. Then I can put our cute queen back. So I hope to see cocoons really soon. And then some workers. I'm trying to spread the word of ants like a preacher, and I've already got like 10 people their first colony this year. Well, cool. Well, if you want to help them, since this week we have gift cards on our shop. So you can actually send somebody a gift card so that they can order something from the shop that they like for a new colony. So might be something nice for the holidays. Talking about the holidays, you guys already know it. We had to do something with the smileys. So no, they are not ready yet because I'm not satisfied, but the idea is clear. We are going to have Santa and Rudolph, but they're not. Some coloring has to change, but it will be. I need to complete them this week, and then they are going into packages. Above 25 euros, you're gonna get a set. Yeah, so it is the small smiley, because the big smiley with the horns or the head actually doesn't fit through the openings of the medium and the small. That's why I decided to only make it in small plates. So that's going to be a funny addition for Christmas. When the final ones are done, I'll show you guys on the Discord, on the channel, everywhere, of course. If ant nest and stuff were in shops like pets at home, I would be a lot more outside. Yeah. 3D printed fridge magnets seems like an easy thing you could do if they are ant related. Yes, but all the things that I make are still usable for ants themselves. I mean, I don't know if you recognize it because some shops are selling it, but I mean, I cannot sell this one because it's also copyrighted, and that's a problem that some people are apparently not aware of. But you can actually download this file from Thingiverse and you can print it on your own 3D printer. But it is an ant puzzle. It's funny. So Thingiverse ant puzzle, and you will find this one. Yes, I'm shipping to the UK, Sadie. I also have a pink nest with a name on, with your name on it. They could double up as feeding trays. Yeah, I know, but then I have to print magnets in it and stuff like that. I have to order the magnets. It's extra. I rather make like decorations for inside the outworld, something like that. So yeah, let's see. That cabinet is all done. Let's grab the next colony. Fire engine red. Fire engine red. We need to talk, Sadie. We need to talk. We're gonna solve that this week. I need to finish those trades before, but so guys, what are we looking at? Guess the species. Sings, yeah. And now I am wondering, they are sitting in that corner like strange. We didn't have eggs for quite some time. Are there eggs? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, grabbing the tray. Cleaning some trash. I tried to fix my chair this week. Still bad. I'm sorry. The colors on them are really weird. The brown, red, the gold. To be honest, I'm not sure if I like the color schemes on the singularis. I used to love the color scheme on the Parius, the ones with the gold. Boo, they are pretty. Okay, well, I learned not to disagree with Sadie, so they're pretty. Now I actually don't remember. Under what family is the Paraponera clavata? Is that a bull ant? I don't remember. Messor seem to be able to eradicate seed lice. Yeah, but it's a danger for their seeds, so they will hunt them. Same as the green metal ones. Don't see them often. You need to see. What do you mean the metallicas? Bull ant is Mimisia. No, I don't have any Mimisias. No. Not yet, at least. Not yet, at least. 1 second. Yep. Because, Sadie, I really wasn't kidding. I still have this one for you. complete pink set. Okay, on to the next. I like the tail dance in the background. You got bite by one of. You were in the hospital for 2 days. Oh, damn. So, our Tetramorium bicarnatum, the split off of the main colony. And they are doing good. They are doing good. They are making a mess. Oh, sorry. They are making a mess. And are making it hard to clean. But they are doing great. Don't tell me that Sadie left now. In here, I would say that there's 500. Did you see the box I showed, Sadie? You didn't see the box? I'll show it again then. Oh, did I miss the pinkies? Oh, I didn't see didn't see them come through. Okay, well, I missed the emojis then. Yeah. Thanks, Ebola. I'm looking at my stream screen, but I don't see it. But yeah, that has your name on it. So yeah. On to the next. Woohoo. It is Rufa nigra time. It's fine, I believe you. So, check that out. Big bunch of larvae. And as weird as they always are, more larvae. More larvae. It's everywhere. And it's always everywhere. You have them as well, right, Sadie? Is this the same for you? Is the brood everywhere? I don't know. Are these like the migrating ants? That they are constantly on the move or something? Yeah. But in the wild, are these the migrating ants? And yes, I'm just dropping red runners in there because they are always putting the brood also in the feeding dishes. So I'll just clean it up. Once every while. I think they just like balls. Maybe. But it's just weird. You have the naked pupae. That's always weird to see. And then you have a ton over there. And you have a ton over there. And It's just weird. By the way, guys, does anyone want to see a secret colony? I need at least 5 yeses. Not from one person. We need more different people. Yeah, okay. Because I actually need help with this species. And yes, they are in the wrong nest. No, this is actually a colony that I got from one of our friends. And the nice thing about it is that it's an unknown species. They are drop-tails, but they are an unknown species. Hey, ants and stuff. I was waiting to see if you were still there. But ants and stuff, as you can see, I have been feeding them, but not much is happening yet. Brood-wise. So they are going to get their own video at some point. But first we need to get them going. And of course, we like Wakushi, but we are going to need to go into another setup. So that's one of the special colonies. The other one I'm gonna keep secret for a little bit longer. And you thought that I didn't have any new ants. Thanks, ants and stuff. Okay, time for the denticulata. Share the other one. Be back next week. Or give us a clue. They're small. That's the clue. A Hungarian antkeeper. So, our denticulata. I can live without small ants. Me too, but they are great nest testers. And that's important for me. It took them a long time to get going, but now they're doing good. So there's a ton of new brood there, eggs, bigger larvae. Don't see any cocoons at the moment, but yeah, they are doing their thing. They are doing their thing. I wonder what Downer-Mermaid's gigas larvae look like in person. They gotta be shrimp size. Yep. They got to be pretty big. They get skinny quick when they are not doing okay. Okay, I did not know that. Well, also another thing that I did not put enough substrate in it in the beginning. That also made them not do so well. Now there's just always some cocoa peat in the outworld. So, yeah. Okay. We only have the Tetramorium left. Is there anybody that wants to see something for a second time? What species is the Myrmicaria? I don't know. That's the weird thing. I still need to figure that out. My Messor queen stopped laying eggs for the winter and she got fat fast without losing that energy. But that's good. They need the extra fat for getting through the winter. Just started keeping Lashes Niger. I keep old world tarantulas. Ah, cool. They are in hibernation, so hopefully time will work it out. It will. They are from Africa. But there's already been a couple of people trying to identify them, and they are not able to. But this was from the last owner. I still have to make the best pictures that I can and try to see if we can get something going. Gnats? What do you mean gnats? That was named and they said no. Natalensis, no. I am already going to put our cigar friends back. Show the Carabera again. Okay. Let's see if they already cleaned the carcasses. I had to make space for some other colonies to work on for the Nikos and the Fetching Koi. So now they are in the back of the Viv. It's getting annoying to grab them. Okay, they moved all the carcasses to the entrance. But they cannot fit it through there. So is that ant world setup? Yes, I sell my own ant setups, thecraftingant.com. So if you would like, you can check that out. So all the nests that were in the stream are from my own web shop. Wait a second, we didn't look at the harps yet, did we? We didn't look at the harps yet. How could we forget the harps? Ooh, and the harps have been hunting. Yep, I make them and sell them. So, our Harpegnathos venator, well, being one of my favorites, Sadie. I have to say that I'm getting quite the leafcutter guy. And the Philosas are also high on the list. It's always so cool to see the actual larvae eat the red runners. Well, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want, we have a Discord server where we have a ton of extra information. We do extra streams. We do extra giveaways, stuff like that. So the link will be in the description of the video. So this is one of our nest setups. This is our medium gypsum nest connected to a feeding corridor and a large outworld with a jaw drinker in there. And there are still some red runners running around there. Yep, so we don't have to put more in there yet. I am going to drop some water in the outworld just to get the humidity up a little. Put it on a rock a lot of the times so they can also drink a little bit from it. Plus, wait till your Camponotus establishes. Yep, I can't wait. But I wonder when these are going to become cocoons. Because then we're going to have a big boom again. How big is your biggest outworld? This is 20 by 20 centimeters. And it's 18 high. Do you keep them always in red light screening? Newbie questions. Don't forget, there are no wrong questions, only wrong answers. It depends on the species. So you can use red acrylic mostly for the harps when they are started. It might be better to use a full lid, like so you can also use a full lid like this. So it's the same size. But I really like to look at them. So for me, it's a red filter on this one. But you should really consider joining the Discord server. There is a lot of information there. There's a question section, all questions for beginners, everything. You will get help from me, from other ant enthusiasts. You can get your diary. You can show some of your tarantulas. Would be epic. I don't want to sleep on the couch, so I'm keeping sticking with ants. But maybe someday. Don't tell the wife. Okay, so that means that we only have the Tetramorium left. So the Tetramorium are our Tetramorium bicarnatum. And yeah, the outworld is looking okay. But as you can see, there's some stuff missing. I took off 2 of the large nests and I took the stacker off. And this is all what's left of the colony. There is brood. There are queens running around. But the numbers are still dropping. I did clean a little bit. But yeah. Sid from Rokushi said that ants get used to light and won't mind it if they are exposed to it. Yes and no. With Harpegnathos venator, since they have real good eyesight, when they are hunting and I come into the room, they go back into their nest. So you do want to give them a space to crawl to. So preferably something that's dark. Well, dark for them at least. Oh, check it out. Somebody's coming out. The clavata is walking out with a drop of water in her mouth. What happened to the Tetramorium? Big die-off. We went from 3 large nests to 1 half large nest. The numbers are still dropping, so I don't know. Yeah, she was stomping around. Doof, doof, doof. Just look at that unit. She is so impressive. We measured her the last time, 25 millimeters. Damn. Yep. So, back to the Tetramorium. Yeah, it's not looking too great. And I took the nest off because there were 2 spots where they put a lot of dead ants. And yeah, we don't want any weird fungus in there or something. I might also need to change this nest because this side is also a bit dirty, but we need to see what we can do. Yeah, I mean, tarantulas, I would love to have a scorpion. Praying mantises are also cool. Do you have trapjaw ants? Not anymore. Not anymore. Just look at this. They are everywhere. Okay, I am going to turn the camera around, and that's going to be it for this week. So, thank you all for joining. Let's see if we can get. They're still in there. Thank you all for joining. So next week, the new Outworlds will come into the shop on Friday. Old stock will be for sale. We now have gift cards in the shop, so check it out if you would like to give somebody something for the holidays. Sadie, we need to talk. I need to finish those Christmas trays, and then we can figure something out. Yeah, don't forget, like and subscribe. Join us on Discord. Also, check out, we now have a bit more activity on our TikTok, our Instagram. We even have a Facebook page. It's all just the Crafting Ant, so you can find it easily. Also, all the links are in most of the descriptions and also in the Discord server. The size of the new Outworld, it's the medium and the large, except it's now 2 exits and some other modifications like rounded out feet and stuff like that. So, but more on that next Friday. So, thank you all for joining, and I'll see you the next time at the Crafting Ant.